Now, the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
Penix fires, touchdown Polk.
Lack of execution in the game. Not being able to execute things that we've, done in practice over and over and over again.
We'll be looking to learn from the things that we didn't do well and also learn from the things we did do well and build on those.
Thorne goes through his progression, deep, touchdown, Michigan State!
Just looking to get back to playing our football and playing winning football.
For the first time this season, Michigan State's football team enters the week fresh off of an L, and because of its 38-29 loss to Washington, the Spartans are also out of the AP Top 25 poll this week ahead of their Big Ten opener. Not a lot went right in Seattle for the Spartans. However, the play of quarterback Payton Thorne was promising. He threw for 323 yards and 3 touchdowns and sat down with our Ian Kress to discuss how the Spartans can get back in the win column.
Coming off your guys' first loss of the year, just kind of looking back at the film, what was the takeaways, the good and the bad, obviously?
Yeah, there was some good stuff that we could take away from it. Really, just there was a decent amount of plays where we executed and we saw what happened, but obviously, we didn't execute enough, and maybe we started executing a little too late in the game, and so. With the negative stuff, that's what it came down to, is execution and lack of discipline in terms of our technique or eye discipline or being on the same page, communication, and so those are things that we'll learn from.
You kind of mentioned there's no reason to freak out just yet, so what is the attitude and tone like with you guys in the locker room, practice so far this week?
Yeah, it's details, and we talk about details all the time. It's not just, okay, we lost, and so, okay, now we have to pay attention to details. That's something that we've always been paying attention to, but now it's, okay, we have to go to a different level now, or we just need to be extra particular.
Not to use a cliche, but I feel like a lot of people say you can learn a lot from your losses more than maybe your wins. Do you feel like that can be the case with this loss now going into Big Ten play?
Yeah, it could be. That's how we have to treat it. We have to learn from it and we have to move forward. Obviously, you don't want to go, okay, let's lose a game so we can learn from it. That's not the goal. But yeah, we'll be looking to learn from the things that we didn't do well and also learn from the things we did do well and build on those. So just looking to get back to playing our football and playing winning football.
Yeah, the first 2 games of the year you weren't exactly pleased with the way you played, but then your offensive coordinator just came in and said
he played his off. I really did. I mean, he kept competing and he gave us opportunities.
Looking back, how did you feel like you played and maybe the improvements you made from the first 2 games this year?
Yeah, it was good to get in sync with a couple of our receivers and a couple of our tight ends. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We didn't score enough points, and it's our job to score as many points as we can and to score more points than the other team. And so, offensively, we didn't do our job, and we'll be looking to improve on that and to score, like I said, as much as we can and be really good with the ball.
Julius Ervin makes the play. Payton Thorne and Michigan State almost do the exact same thing they did last time when they were in their own territory.
Your competitiveness, it seems like that was really showing out there on Saturday. Just first of all, where does that start for you?
Yeah, it starts for me from when I was young. That's just kind of how I've always been. Football, baseball, basketball especially. It doesn't really matter where it was. I always wanted to win. And it comes from my family, my dad and my grandpa, watching them since I was young. They're extremely competitive guys. And then for me, just, my goal is to do as much as I can with what God's given me. And so I'm going to do everything I can when I'm out on that field to play well and to win for my teammates, my coaches, and our school. And I think that's where it comes from.
For you guys, it seemed like in the receiver room, obviously not having Jaden is someone that you have a lot of chemistry with, but seeing guys like Keon and Trey step up into being the guy for you, how nice was that to see for the wide receivers?
Thorne escapes trouble. Touchdown! What a catch by Coleman! Thorne goes through his progression, deep, caught! Touchdown! Michigan State! Mosley!
Yeah, it was good stuff. We've seen it in practice. I've seen those guys make plays in practice, and so it was good to show everybody else, what they can do. Trey's been making plays for a long time around here, and Keon's made some good plays too so far. But it was good to, get on a roll with him and see, what things can be like if we get a whole game of throwing and catching the ball, well with each other. And so, like I said before, we're looking to build on that and to move in the right direction with that.
While Thorne knows he can be better, there's another person who's taking the loss just as personal. Third-year coach Mel Tucker did not mince words about the secondary or his coaching ability after watching the tape. And when we return, he's going to go into more detail about why he feels he's a horse bleep football coach right now.
As we go to break, Farm Bureau Insurance invites you to register to win an exclusive private dinner with head coach Tom Izzo. Go to InsideTheGreensweeps.com to register.
Are you thinking about switching financial institutions or opening a new account? Make the change to MSU Federal Credit Union today. MSU FCU focuses on our members and the community, offering free checking, free financial education, low loan rates, and cashback credit cards. Plus, accessing your account is easy with our mobile app, at a branch, or by visiting one of over 5,000 shared branches across the country. Make the change today. MSU FCU, building dreams together.